This is a discussion on congestive heart failure. Congestive heart failure class is a condition where the heart lacks the ability to fill itself with blood and the ability as well to pump this blood out of the heart. So, yung imong heart is ineffective in delivering blood to the different parts of the body. That's why class, your CHF is also called as your pump failure of the heart. So again, congestive heart failure refers to the inability of the heart to fill itself with blood and to distribute the blood to the different parts of the body by way of pumping it. There are two kinds of congestive heart failure. You can have a right-sided heart failure and you can have a left-sided heart failure. The easiest way to master that class is to remember that when the congestive heart failure is on the right side of the heart, the symptoms would involve systemic manifestations. And on the other hand, when the left side of the heart fails to pump, then the manifestations are pulmonary. Okay. To understand that class, let's go back to the normal flow of blood in the body. Consider that this is your heart. It is divided into 4 chambers. This is the right side, and this is the left side of the heart. The right side of the heart brings blood to the lungs, and the left side of the heart brings blood to the systemic circulation. Remember that the moment that blood is deoxygenated, it returns to the heart by way of the superior vena cava or the inferior vena cava. Both of these blood are deoxygenated, which tends to enter into the right atrium or at the right side of the heart. Those blood class that comes from the superior vena cava are those that comes from the head, those comes from the upper extremities, and those that comes from the neck. So whenever any of these structures that are found in the head, in the neck, or in the upper extremities, katong dugo nila class, will return to the heart in order to get back oxygen by way of the superior vena cava. On the other hand, those that comes from the lower extremities, those that comes from the systemic circulation, example, you have the liver, you have the spleen, okay? So these structures class returns to the heart by way of the inferior vena cava. So gikan sa superior o sa inferior vena cava, mubalik na siya sa imuhang right side of the heart. Then from the right side of the heart, it enters the lungs where it becomes oxygenated again. But this case class is a case of congestive heart failure. Meaning to say, ang imuhang blood, dili maka-pump out sa blood nga naa sa iyahang sulod. Okay? It does not have the ability to pump out the blood. There are two kinds, the right-sided heart failure and the left-sided heart failure. What happens if the right side of the heart fails? So ato ning isira ang imuhang right. Ngano man, napuno na siya dugo. Napuno siya dugo kay dili niya mapagawas ang dugo nga naa sa iyahang sulod. It's a pump failure at the right side of the heart. Now, what do you think will happen if the blood that goes its way to the right dili makasulod? Di ba naamang kay backflow? There is a back pressure. Mo backflow siya class. So inig backflow niya, kundi siya kasulod sa right, asa may maigo. Di ba it's at the superior vena cava and at the inferior vena cava? And if you look at the structures, no, nga dugo sa mga structures nga gidala ni superior vena cava o ni inferior vena cava, mao gyud na siya ang imuhang apektado. So right-sided heart failure will lead to a backflow or back pressure. Balik dito sa superior vena cava, balik dito sa inferior vena cava. So mauna siya ang hinungdan, ngano, there will be distended neck veins, jugular vein distension, because gikan sa neck ang dugo nimo sa superior vena cava. Okay? Naakay distended neck veins or jugular vein distension. Naakay hepatomegaly. Kay mo balik man ka dito sa inferior vena cava. So madako imong liver. Maigo po di mohang spleen, so you will have splenomegaly. So paatras ka dito sa systemic circulation. That's why it has been said that the manifestations of right-sided heart failure is systemic in nature. Okay? So what if mo backflow siya dito sa imong kamot, upper extremities, o sa lower extremities? What will happen? There will be generalized edema, and you call that as anasarca. Okay? So you see, the manifestations class are systemic. So you will have hepatomegaly, splenomegaly, jugular vein distension, and also anasarca. Okay? Now, what if it is not the right that is affected? Rather, it is the left side of the heart that has a pumping failure. Diin man nagikan ang dugo nga nisulod padulong sa lungs, di padulong sa left side. Di ba gikan man na siya sa liver? So it's from the liver to the left side. If the left side is failing, or if the left side cannot pump out the blood that contains, the backflow will affect the lungs. Mauna nga ang left side of the heart nga failure is pulmonary in nature. So mapuno na siyang tubig, you will have pulmonary congestion. So pulmonary congestion is manifested by pinky frothy sputum. It is manifested by rales and crackles. Okay? It is manifested by a moist cough. Okay? It is manifested by dyspnea or orthopnea. So kung tanawon nimo, mga pulmonary ang imuhang mga manifestations. Because if the left fails to pump, ang maigo is the lungs. Okay? So let's simplify that, class. Diba from the systemic circulation, it proceeds to the right side of the heart. Those from the pulmonary blood flow returns to the left side of the heart. Meaning, if there is congestion at the right, the backflow affects systemic. If there's congestion at the left side, the backflow affects the pulmonary system. Now, class, if you look at this heart, class, okay, it's divided into right and left. If the left side of the heart fails to pump, fails to deliver blood, how would you describe the cardiac output? Will there be high cardiac output or low cardiac output? Common sense dictates nga kung dili makadeliver og dugo ang left side, then there will be poor cardiac output. Gamay ra ang dugo nga mogawas. And with poor cardiac output, there will be effects. And these effects are, number one, this can affect your kidneys. Because if you remember our earlier discussions, ang number one nga structure sa lawas, nga mo reklamo, every time na kulang ang pressure, kulang ang dugo, it is the kidneys. And when there is decreased cardiac output, the kidneys will complain. And the kidneys complain through the activation of your RAAS mechanism. Unsa man ang RAAS mechanism? There are two primary stimulants or activators of the RAAS mechanism. Una, kung gamay ra kag dugo, poor cardiac output, or ikaduha, kung ubos ang imuhang blood pressure. So when the cardiac output is low, or when the blood pressure is low, this will cause your kidneys to secrete renin. Renin does not do anything. It does not affect the body at all. But your renin will convert your angiotensinogen. Diin managikan ang angiotensinogen. Naara na siya sa imong dugo. So kanang angiotensinogen, wa man unta na siya manghilabot. It does not cause anything to the body. Pero the moment renin is released by the kidney, your angiotensinogen will be converted into angiotensin 1. Angiotensin 1, just the same, will not cause anything to the body. But the presence of angiotensin 1 will trigger the lungs this time. So ang imong lungs, musikret na siya og angiotensin converting enzyme such that angiotensin 1 will now become angiotensin 2. Okay? So again, una, ubos imong cardiac output. Ikaduha, pwede sad ubos imong BP. So kinsa man ang unang maapektuhan, kinsa man ang unang nga moreklamo, it is your kidneys. And how do kidneys complain? They secrete renin. And your renin will convert your circulating angiotensinogen. Ang angiotensinogen nga naa sa dugo will be converted into angiotensin 1. And angiotensin 1 does not cause any effect to the body, but it will stimulate your lungs para mo secrete og ACE. Unsa man ang ACE? Angiotensin converting enzyme. It will convert A1 to become A2. So nga rita, unsa man di ay epekto kung naakoy angiotensin 2. Angiotensin 2 class number 1 is a vasoconstrictor. It is a potent vasoconstrictor. Makapahuot sa agianan sa dugo. And when the agianan sa dugo is huot, as in cases of vasoconstriction, the BP increases. So katong problema sa imuhang BP ganina nga ubos, nasulbad na because of vasoconstriction. What else? Unsa pa may epekto ni angiotensin 2? Your angiotensin 2 will cause the release of aldosterone. What does aldosterone do? Aldosterone will promote the secretion of sodium and retention of water. Actually, si aldosterone class, para ra na siya mo save up sa imuhang sodium. Pero ang sodium man good, best friend na niya si water. So the more sodium you have, the more water you retain. So with aldosterone, sodium is reabsorbed such that water is also retained. Okay? So karon na naman kay tubig, daghan. It will now resolve your problem on the low cardiac output. So that is the RAAS mechanism which is affected when the kidneys are poorly supplied with blood. Another effect of decreased cardiac output class is a reduction in tissue perfusion to the brain. That's why patients with left-sided heart failure will develop lightheadedness, dizziness, and syncope. Ngano man na nga mura magmalipong ka basta na kay left-sided heart failure. Kay gamay ramang dugo ni ngadto sa brain. Nganong gamay ramang dugo ni ngadto sa brain? Kay gamay man kag cardiac output. Nganong gamay man kag cardiac output? Kay di lagi mo pump ang imong left side of the heart. And lastly, class, when the left side of the heart fails to pump properly, it does not only affect the kidneys, the brain, it can also affect your muscles. Okay? Such that when muscles have poor tissue perfusion, you will manifest weakness or fatigue. So class, these are the manifestations and pathophysiology of a patient with left-sided and right-sided heart failure. Now let's try to manage CHF. What should be our nursing considerations in order to manage congestive heart failure? Number one, we must reduce the cardiac workload. So we need to reduce the cardiac workload. And how do we do that? We promote rest. Okay? So we reduce the cardiac workload by promoting rest. Number two, we must aid our patients in proper positioning. Unsa may proper position sa pasyente nga naay congestive heart failure? Depende kung left side, depende sad kung right side. Kung right-sided heart failure, the patients must be positioned in low Fowler's position. Okay? While kung left-sided heart failure, patients should be positioned in an upright position. Okay? Or in a sitting position. Okay. Nga naman nga kung right-sided heart failure, you should position your patient on low Fowler's. Low Fowler's class kay sa right o una ta sa left. Nganong imo mang i-upright basta na kay left-sided heart failure? Unsa may naa sa baga sa pasyente? Di ba tubigon ang baga sa naay left-sided heart failure? So kung tubigon kag baga, would it be comfortable for the patient to lie flat on bed? Di ba ang pasyente na ay orthopnea? O ang pasyente maglisod og ginhawa kung nakahigda, unya imong pahigdaon og flat. So kung left side gani upright. Sa right side, sir, nganong upright manghapon na, sir, nga wala man ay pulmonary complications? You're correct. Walay pulmonary complications sa right-sided heart failure. Pero we need to monitor the progress of the condition by looking at the jugular vein distension. Magkagrabe gani ang jugular vein distension, nagkagrabe ang iyahang sakit. So to best assess the jugular vein, we position the patient on low Fowler's position. Aside from reduction of cardiac workload, aside from proper positioning, another way of managing our congestive heart failure is to give diuretics. Diuretics, pampaihi, no? To relieve the congestion in the heart, such that you would always remember, basta naaga ni kay congestive heart failure, unsa may advice na to diha, limit oral fluids and limit salt intake. Unsa may labot sa salt, sir? Di ba ingon ko ang best friend ni salt si tubig? Kung daghan kag asin, daghan pud kag tubig. And in CHF, we need to limit oral fluids. And lastly, class, unsa may tambal nato nga pinaka-importante in congestive heart failure? Ang imong digoxin or digitalis. Digoxin or digitalis is the drug of choice for patients with congestive heart failure. Now, unsa man na siyang digoxin? Digoxin is both an inotropic drug and it is also a chronotropic drug. By saying inotropic, it strengthens the force of cardiac contractility, pampakusog sa pitik. But by saying chronotropic, negative chronotropic effect. By saying negative chronotropic effect, it maintains a regular heart rate. Okay? So digoxin is the drug of choice in patients with CHF, which acts by either inotropic activity or chronotropic activity. Inotropic activity, pampakusog sa pitik. Negative chronotropic means pamparegular sa imong heartbeat. So kung muhatag gani ka og digoxin, unsa man ang mga side effect? Pwede kang magka number 1, bradycardia, or number 2, hypokalemia. These are the side effects. So kung makabantay mo, maghatag mo tambal nga digoxin, lanoxin, or digitalis, naagid na note ang imong ticket, na nakabutang sa ticket, do not give for heart rate less than 60. O, di ba 60 is the lower limit of our normal heartbeat? So kung muhatag ka at less than 60 beats per minute, unya ang side effects sa digoxin, bradycardia, kumusta imong pasyente? Oh. So do not give digoxin when the heart rate is less than 60 because the side effect is bradycardia. And in the same manner, you do not give it to patients who are hypokalemic. Oh, pila may imong normal potassium? 3.5 to 5. Ako di ko kalimot anak class because I always imagine that a banana is comprised of tulo padong 5 ka pungpong. Kita na mog saging kanang gibitay. So imagine na tulo to 5. So that means 3.5 to 5 mx. That's your normal potassium. So when the potassium level is low, do not give digoxin. Pila man atong ato ang therapeutic level for digoxin? It's 0.8 to 0.8 to 2. 0.8 to 2 nanograms per ml. Kung musubra gani ka anang 2 nanograms per ml, you are already on a state of digoxin toxicity. And what are the symptoms of digoxin toxicity? Di ba vandag? Vandag. Unsay vandag? Vandag. V, visions are impaired. No? Blurring of visions. A, anorexia. N, nausea. D, diarrhea. A, abdominal pain. G, green halo visions. And that is how you manage CHF. And that ends our discussion on congestive heart failure.